All right, everyone, welcome to another episode of the Global Game Show. It is now time to welcome in TikTok. We got a few changes, and so I cannot wait to share them with you. Hey, TikTok, how are you? Today is Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. Okay, we're getting through May really, really fast. So listen, this is a global game show where someone will walk out of here the trivia champion. Okay, now there are a few changes to our channel today. I'm sure y'all already know about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them up right here. All right. There you go. There you go. All right. So welcome in, everyone. How are you? How are you? If you do not know, my name is Amy. I am your stewardess and host of the Global Game Show. Now, every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, we do host a show where we go to a different country, play 3 new mini games, and of course, everyone will have a chance to, possibly somebody's going to walk out of here, like I said, the trivia champion, but everybody who comments is automatically considered a player. Okay, so each mini game, there are 3. We have travel trivia, guess that word or phrase, hey? And then we also have our last game, which is guess that drawing, okay? Now, each mini game consists of 5 questions. We will put in 6 questions if we happen to go into a tiebreaker, just to keep things a little bit interesting. But there are some things that I want to tell you that I know I'm going to have to repeat throughout the entire game. But these are exciting new things that we are going to actually add to our game show, okay? And as you see, I have the whiteboard here. And if you are watching on YouTube, which I know y'all are already coming in here, hey, how are you? Okay, so if you're watching on YouTube, you end up on one category or one end of the whiteboard. If you are watching on TikTok, you end up on the other side, okay? So, and we always do a battle of the platform, so to say. And so we will also not only be crowning someone to be a trivia champion, but we will also be seeing which platform wins tonight. Again, we stream live on both TikTok and YouTube every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Each stream is a new country. Of course, the same mini games and the same vibes. By the way, shout out to DJ Air for making sure that they have traditional music from the country that we are actually going today, okay? This country, I know I say every single country is a hidden gem, but this, very interesting. I can say what surprised me the most about this country that we're going to today is the music. I totally expected it to be a different style. I didn't know that, this country had this type of food and everything like that. So I'm very, very excited for that. All right, but welcome in, everyone. Again, group 1 and group 2, please make sure that you walk in in orderly fashion. Please make sure that you place all of your baggage, whether it's emotional or physical, in the overhead bins that you see behind me, okay? If you need any refreshments, just give us a moment. We have Cheryl coming in. Cheryl is in charge of the refreshments. She is our awesome yet very camera-shy flight attendant. And we also have Carter, who is our other flight attendant, and he's the one who's in charge of making sure that your seatbelt is secure, that, he also plays security now because y'all like to get a little rowdy in here. He just makes sure that everybody is safe on the plane and happy. Okay, so again, we are streaming on both YouTube and TikTok. So if you see me at any point of the game looking up, that means I'm looking at YouTube. YouTube, if you see me looking at my phone here, I am talking to TikTok, all right? But I want to welcome everybody here. This is the Global Game Show, and we have a new country for you today. If y'all do not know, I am playing the traditional music from the country, so you are free to start guessing if you hear the music in the background, okay? Let's see. Okay, what? I'm sorry, I'm looking at YouTube. Where? Okay. All right, I have to talk about that. Now, listen, as you can see, YouTube, you cannot see it, but TikTok, it is right here, or maybe according to where you're looking, it might be over here. But these are the viewer wishes. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to change the game a little bit. We're going to make it more interesting, okay? Because last game, we had very passionate people, and there was a lot of trash talk between YouTube and TikTok. So we have a new thing that we're gonna do. After each mini game, if you have something to say, if you want to trash talk towards YouTube, I am more than happy to be that messenger because obviously you cannot see each other's messages because it's two different platforms. So if you plan on saying anything or you listen, I will tell you if YouTube starts talking smack about TikTok, and then TikTok, I will tell you, or YouTube, I will tell you if TikTok starts talking smack about y'all. Now, you have an option to respond. If you want to respond, no, Bubblegum, you are just on time actually, because I'm explaining the fun new changes that we're going to have. I wouldn't say a change, but an adjustment to the games, okay? Because last game, like I said, y'all love to go back and forth between platforms, right? And then I promote it. Usually I'll put y'all on bathroom duty, but you guys have proven yourself to be such awesome players that I won't do that unless it gets really, really, really too far. Okay? So in order for us to make sure that we keep this game going, I will allow a little bit of trash talk. Okay? So if TikTok has any words for YouTube, or YouTube has any words for TikTok, there is a way to do that. As you see here, there is a golden boxing glove. That is something that you can add to the room. Just send a golden boxing glove if you want to say something about YouTube. Now, YouTube, if you want to say something back to TikTok, you have your way of also letting me know to pass that message on to TikTok, okay? So you have your way, TikTok has their way. That way it is all fair, okay? Because the last game y'all were going in on each other, okay? And it made me laugh, and the jokes were they were very, very interesting, okay? So now that is one way. Again, if you also didn't know, we are picking a new country as we do every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and everybody who chooses to comment and answer will automatically be considered a player. Okay? All right. All right. So I want to thank y'all so much for coming in here. And you said, did Carter get engaged to Cheryl? See, they're kind of keeping it on the hush hush, so I can't really tell y'all yet. Okay, but it seems like they're very happy. So we're gonna let them do what they gotta do, you know? All right, so now I will say this though, even though we are reducing the amount of times that people will go into bathroom duty, if you come in here rude or you're acting crazy, then you will be put on bathroom duty. But if it's just trash talking another platform, I will allow it. So again, in TikTok, if you want to say something crazy to YouTube, all you have to do is just send in a boxing glove, okay? And I will definitely relay the message. And all I can say right now is that YouTube is already starting with their trash talk right now. As y'all know, our friend Gabby is in the building, and yeah, she's not holding back. But we will allow. He says I'm A15 as per usual. Okay, you got it. You got it. All right. So A15, cool. Is Miranda here yet? No, Miranda is not there yet. We have Gabby, we have Dee Dee, we have Rico. We have some new people. What's up? What is that? Esco Bob 22. Okay. Hello, Esco Bob 22. All right. I got to keep account of all the new people that are also coming in here, too. If you don't know, this is the Global Game Show where we pick a new country every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whatever time that is for you, that is when we go on board. That is when we board our plane and take our little vacation. Okay. So, I'm a... What are you saying, Bubblegum? I don't know what you're saying. But anyway... Now, let me just explain again the viewer wishes for those of you who just popped in here. Like I said, the last game taught me something new. It teaches me that with every game, there's always going to be trash talk, right? So I'm going to allow y'all to talk about each other, all right, if you choose to. So if y'all have something to say to YouTube or YouTube has something to say to you, I will pass the messages on. If you feel like saying something, all you have to do is just send a golden boxing glove, and then I will relay the message to the other platform. YouTube, you have a way of letting me know that you would like to send a message back to TikTok. Okay, just to make it fair. Now, if it's anybody's special event, maybe you got a new job, maybe you got engaged, maybe you're having a baby, maybe it's your birthday, maybe it's your dog's birthday, your mom's birthday, your dad's birthday, any special event, please let me know and I will allow you to put in a little shout out, okay? So yeah, now this does not include businesses or anybody who has any products and stuff that they want me to talk about, because that is a separate thing. And I will be more than happy to dedicate more of a formal time to do so, okay? But that is a private conversation we'll have in the DMs, okay? All right, now, number 3, third little adjustment, okay? Listen, a lot of you, especially on different platforms, both platforms have expressed that they want to automatically move into first class. So that is possible. All you need to do is put one of these here. There are hand hearts or heart hands, whatever they are. Okay, I know it's backwards, whatever. So go ahead and send one of those and you will automatically be moved to first class. Now listen, anybody who gets moved to first class, I am actually going to prioritize their answers first. So for example, I know we have Oliver in the room and I'm trying to use somebody else as an example. Bubblegum. Okay, so let's say Bubblegum moved to first class, right? And we start the second game. And Oliver is still in standard class, right? If Oliver answers before Bubblegum, right? But Bubblegum answers and both of the answers are correct, since Bubblegum is in first class, I will count them as the first person who says it, okay? So that's just how it's going to go, because first class, aka priority class, is the priority. So y'all can, hey, don't hate me, just, I'm just explaining the rules to you now, all right? So like I said, if you have beef with YouTube and you want to say something, golden boxing glove. If you have a birthday, engagement, special event, something that is unrelated to business, and you need to shout that out, shout out. If you want to make it to first class and have your answers prioritized and have your answers set as more important than the standard class, the bottom one. Okay, so now, let me read y'all comments. You said Bubblegum, don't you dare answer correctly. Well, technically, both of your answers count as the same. Okay, so unless Bubblegum is in first class, then Bubblegum's answers are not a priority at the moment. Okay, but Oliver, if you made it to first class, whether you bought your way in there or you earned it naturally, then you will have the priority. Okay. All right, because I know y'all want access to this first class food. I know that you want to be crowned the trivia champion. So that is the way to do it. All right. So now, like I said, we're going to a new country, everything like that. So I'm gonna allow y'all to hear some of the music and the vibes and the instruments that are being played. And after we get through our weather report, we get to finally guess the country. Okay? And if you forget any of the rules or anything like that that's happening, go ahead and just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to repeat them. Okay, all right, but for those of you who do not know, my name is Amy from Amy Rose Abroad and welcome to the Global Game Show. And we are still checking your shoes. So make sure that you have the proper shoes on or they will be swapped out for hospital socks, okay? We don't want anybody, having unsafe shoes in the event of an emergency. Okay, all right, so now, let's get into our weather report. Okay. Now, YouTube, you already know what country we're going to because I had to do the thumbnail and you already know. But I think there's a lot of things you do not know, so I can say that you don't have an advantage this time like you usually would, okay? All right. But welcome in, everybody. Don't forget to tell me what your seat number is. Don't forget to let me know if you want any refreshments. And, of course, have a safe flight. All right, so our weather report. If you are flying out of Tokyo, or if you're, coming out of Tokyo, it is 70 degrees Fahrenheit with a time of 3:20 a.m. Good morning, Tokyo. Now, if you're flying out of Rome, Italy, it is 72 degrees Fahrenheit with the time of 8:20 p.m. Okay. If you're flying out of New York, it is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. Hello, campfires. Thank you so much. Don't forget to keep tapping that screen. All right. So if you're flying out of New York, it is 93 degrees Fahrenheit with the time of 2:21 p.m. Ooh, y'all gonna get some thunderstorms soon. So be careful, East Coast. Make sure you charge your phone. We don't want you to lose your spot in this game. Now, if you're flying out of Ontario, Canada, it is 41 degrees Fahrenheit with a time of 2:21 p.m. Good afternoon. If you're flying out of Beverly Hills, California, it is 82 degrees. Okay, so East Coast is a little hotter than the West Coast now. Okay. All right, so Beverly Hills is on the West Coast. It is 82 degrees Fahrenheit with a time of 11:21 a.m. Good morning, everyone in California. All right. If you're flying out of Chicago, it is 55 degrees Fahrenheit with a time of 1:21 p.m. Chicago, Illinois, 55 degrees, 1:21 a.m. If you're flying out of London, it is 64 degrees Fahrenheit with a time of 7:22 p.m. And last but certainly not least, if you are flying out of Tirana, Albania, or any part of Albania, most of the time the temperature will be the same. It is 64 degrees Fahrenheit today with a time of 8:22 p.m. It's almost my bedtime, but I'm staying up for y'all. All right, so we got through our weather report. And again, if you need any refreshments, you need anything like that, please let me know. Thank you, Campfires, for the Go Populars. I do appreciate that. Now, again, I'm just going to let y'all know ahead of time. Now, YouTube is starting to talk a little bit of smack about... YouTube is starting to talk a little bit of smack about TikTok. YouTube, let me know if you want me to tell TikTok, and y'all know y'all have your way. Okay, and then let's see who can handle the beef, because last time I can honestly say YouTube kind of won that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and listen to the music, and you tell me which country we are flying to today. All right, so DJ, go ahead and turn that up for me, please. Turn that up for me. Thank you. Shout out to DJ Air. All right, where do you think we're flying to today? Oh, the song just ended, but hold on. All right, he said, I'm going over there. Is it Gabby or Rico? We will reveal that after the first mini game, okay? How about that? I'll let y'all be in suspense a little bit. No, it is not Jamaica. No, but good guess, though. No, you can't guess. You already saw the thumbnail. It is, but that's actually a trivia question, so I can't tell them that. What y'all think? Y'all scared to answer now? I thought TikTok got it. I thought TikTok had it. What's a hint? Yes, campfires are my thing. Exactly. We are going to Madagascar. You are the brave one that can answer. You know what? I'm gonna start doing this. If y'all too scared to answer, if I don't see enough, then you know what, campfires? I'm gonna just give you that point. Because clearly you are the bravest person on TikTok. Okay, so we're gonna give you that point. All right? All right. All right, so you're the one who starts off the point. But yes, we are going to Madagascar today. All right, so Madagascar it was a wild guess. Save it till after the... I can't. I don't know, Gabby. I don't want to say nothing because it might incite a riot, and we don't want to do that. Okay, so anyway, we are going to Madagascar. Yes, and honestly, the only thing that I knew about Madagascar was the movies that came out. But now that my team and I kind of discussed and got to know more about this country, it is well worth it to do today. Okay, so this was the one that wasn't on the list. I just had a wild thought, and I was like, let's do this one. And they were like, great. Okay, so now we are going to start our global game show, and we are going to go ahead and do our global game show about Madagascar. So every question, trivia questions, language, everything like that is going to be around Madagascar. Okay, so, and again, do not forget to tap that screen. I see that we are at 514 likes. Again, if you are not tapping, you are lacking. Okay, so go ahead and tap that screen, and let's make sure that we have players like you coming in and, just feeling the vibe and everything. And by the way, if you need any refreshments, please let me know. I know that James gave me their seat. It is seat A, what was it, A15? Yeah. So, yeah, if you need that, please let me know. Again, we have spicy water, we have flat water, we have sparkling water, all of that, juice, soda, tea, hot tea, iced tea, kombucha, all of that. Capri Suns we even have now for the little ones, or if you are a kid at heart. Okay, and then as far as food, we also have, thank you for that, campfires. We also have chips, pretzels, popcorn, mini frozen pizzas. We have the veggie pizza, the plain pizza, as well as the pepperoni pizza. Okay, all right. So now, okay, let's start the game. Cool. Sorry, YouTube is telling me to hurry up because they're too excited. Okay, so let me be right back. Gotta make sure Cheryl is not eating all the first class food. And so get your trivia hats on because it is time to play. All right, and I'm back. All right, so now, again, we're going to start off our game with travel trivia. There are 5 basic trivia questions that I'm going to ask you about Madagascar. Again, if you are the first person to put if you're the first person to put the correct answer in the comment section, you will get that point, okay? Each question is worth 1 point, okay? All right, so now, question number 1. What are the colors of the Madagascar flag? What are the colors that make up the Madagascar flag? First person to give me the correct answer will get a point. And again, this is both for YouTube and TikTok. All right, so again, what are the colors of the Madagascar flag? Campfires, you got that right. Oliver, you were almost there. You were almost there. But it is red, white, red, and green. All right, green, red, or white, whatever combo. All right, but the colors are white, red, and green. Okay. All right, but good job. Okay, campfires, you're already on the thing. Why is everybody saying that? Okay, YouTube, Oliver, I don't know what you did, but everybody's following your lead. They said black, red, and green. Why is, what? Okay. It's like y'all all like synced up for some reason. All right, cool. All right, sorry, my voice. What is the official languages of Madagascar? Now, there's more than one, and each one that you name correctly, you will get a point. So this question is worth more than 1 point. I can't tell you how many points they're worth, but they are worth more than 1 point. What is the official language, or the official languages? What are the official languages of Madagascar? What y'all think? Hindu and Swahili? No. Nope. Okay, Rico, you got 1. Okay. You got one. I can't tell you which one that is. All right, again, what is the official language? What are the official languages of Madagascar? The first one's pretty obvious if you look at the name, but not really. English, no. Nope. All right, what do y'all think? Oliver, you got one of them. Good job. You got one of them. Oh, you actually, no, yeah, you got one of them. Good job. What y'all think? Rico said, he said, what did Oliver say? I can't tell you because then you'll know the one. And I can't tell Oliver what you said. You said, I'm just here to talk about TikTok. Okay, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance, okay? You said, DM me, bro. Thank you, Rob. Go ahead and keep tapping that screen. I mean, tap, 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 tap. Okay? Y'all fingers work. Bloop, bloop. They better type the correct answers. If not, bloop, bloop, you're going to go to the poop, poop if you come in here crazy. No, Oliver, that is not. Nope. Okay. Jazzy Dan says, I think I know. Okay, if you think you know, then tell me. If you think you know, then tell me. Nope, it's not Portuguese. It is not Portuguese. You said if I say, I mean, technically, those of you on YouTube, you kind of know what the first one is because Rico answered it right. Rico says French and Spanish. No. I'll say them all. There you go, campfires. Now, because one was already, you know what? I'll give you that. I will give you that. I'll give you that because you said both of them. You said both of them. Okay? All right. So, that one is over. The two official languages of Madagascar are Malagasy and French. Where are we today? We are going to Madagascar, okay? Not to see the movie, but the actual island country. All right, so speaking of islands, as you know, islands are surrounded by water. Which ocean is Madagascar located in? Which was that a roast, campfires? Was that a trash talk towards Rico? Yes, Oliver, good job. It is the Indian Ocean. It is the Indian Ocean. Okay? Oliver said it first. Good job, Oliver. Campfires, let me know if that was trash talk towards YouTube. You let me know. Like I said, I'm going to give y'all a moment to trash talk YouTube and YouTube a chance to trash talk TikTok viewers after this first mini game, okay? So I know you probably had a hard day at work, you're probably still at work, and y'all got some tension and y'all want to vent. What better way than to have the battle of the platforms? All right, so question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, by the way, Madagascar is located in the Indian Ocean. That was new to me. I thought that, yeah, I don't even want to know. Now, question number 4. Is Madagascar considered an African country, an Asian country, an Indian country, or a Spanish country? Yes, Oliver, good job, good job. It is considered an African country. Now, I think y'all know which question I'm going to ask. Now, just for the record, Madagascar is considered an African country, both politically, culturally, all the leads you can think about, all right? It is considered an African country. Question number 5. Last question of the basic trivia section. What is, and I need the correct spelling of this, what is the capital city of Madagascar? What is the capital city of Madagascar? Sebastian, blame the lighting, okay? Blame the lighting, because I noticed that too, and I'm like, ain't no difference. Okay, so rob that guy, you're crazy. No, it is not. I know what I'm gonna do for YouTube next game to make this more interesting. I'm gonna make sure that y'all can't see each other's answers. Like, you can't even see. Hold on, let me see if I can do that now. Okay. There you go. It's gonna make the game more interesting now. All right, so seriously though, what is the capital city of Madagascar? Silence. Again, what is the capital city of Madagascar? You said, Miranda says it sounds like Antarctica, but it is not. Ooh. Okay. Nope, it is not that. Nope, Sebastian, nope, Oliver. Thank you. Okay, Miranda's got it, y'all. Hold on. There's Cheryl doing that karaoke again. Cheryl, can you just keep it down a little bit? Because, we got to run the game show. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pronounce it for you. I'm going to say this a little slow. So the capital city of Madagascar is Antananarivo. Antananarivo. Okay? That is the capital city of Madagascar. All right, so now we have ended our first round of travel trivia. I didn't know that. Like I said, if y'all have your lifelines, use them. Just make sure I don't find out, okay? Because I understand. Look, listen, I didn't even know how to pronounce certain things for this country. So it's only fair if y'all have a lifeline. Just don't let me find out. Okay, so now we have made it to the middle portion between the first game and second game. What we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and count up these points. And in the meantime, if y'all want to talk smack about whichever platform, you let me know. Okay, like I said, if y'all have beef, platform beef, golden block boxing glove. If you have a shout out, if it's your birthday special event, something that you want the public to know, go ahead and put that shout out. And if you do not like the fact that you're not in first class and want to kind of, slip on up in there, then go ahead and put a heart hand or hand hearts. Okay? All right. So now let's go ahead and remember what I said about people who are in first class. If you don't remember, I'm going to say it again. All right? So now on YouTube, the YouTube side, we have on the YouTube side. Wait, what you saying? Oh no, I have this setting where you can't see each other's answers. So, but I'm gonna let you think that. Though. All right. So now on YouTube, we have Rico who has 1 point, Miranda who has 1 point. All right. Now all y'all gotta get it together, especially if you always talk about TikTok and how they're not a good platform. Okay. Now on TikTok, we have, you said, is there pizza? Yes, there is pizza bubblegum. We have the plain pizza, pepperoni pizza. We also have the veggie pizza. Okay, so let us know if you want one. Just comment your seat number. All right, now campfires. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Oliver, you have 3 points. So that means that campfires is our first passenger in first class. Okay, so now, with that, and those of you on YouTube know I've already said, but I'll say it again. Campfire, since Campfire is in first class, Campfire will now have the ability to, their answers will be a priority, okay? So if they answer correctly, but let's say if Bubblegum answered beforehand, then we're going to consider Campfire's answers. Now, if you don't like that, you already know how to get into first class, so make sure that your answers are also a priority. Okay? All right. So now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and introduce the first class food. Again, we have 4 choices as usual. We have chefs from Madagascar who make sure that your food is absolutely delicious and always authentic. Okay? So give me a moment to get those things, and then we can get it started, okay? All right. Alrighty. Chef, go ahead and do your thing for me. Okay, so our first meal, you said, am I late? No, well, Vixen, you did miss the first game, but we have 2 more games left. I'm not sure if you have depending on how well you play, maybe you have a chance to be crowned the trivia champion today. All right. So now our first choice is we have sambos. Okay, this is called sambos. So it's similar to like lamb samosas and things like that. What you can do is I would recommend that you eat this with a fork because it will get very, very messy. All right, this is made out of, they're like triangle pastries that are either filled with beef or some sort of meat or vegetables, okay? So this is like, they're small too, okay? So you can eat a lot in one sitting. So that's why you have a lot on your plate. All right, so Campfires, that is your first choice, okay? Hello, Jay, how are you? Okay. You said texting from the ground. I missed this one. Vixen, you gotta let me know where your seat is. I mean, you gotta look at your ticket. All right, now our second option. This is beef and greens stew. Okay, you can use any types of greens. Okay, you can use spinach, you can use whatever, but it is always dressed with tomatoes as well. Okay, this is more like a stew, like a soup and everything like that. So you have your beef, you have your greens, and you have these delicious, delicious fresh tomatoes, okay? Just for you right here. Okay? All right. Our third first class meal. It is coconut chicken with rice, and we have a little bit of parsley and mint here. Look at this YouTube, look at this TikTok. Okay, so now we have this. Is it smells delicious, but it is, did I say coconut rice? I meant to say coconut chicken with rice and parsley and mint. Okay, so Sebastian, no, but you're in the bathroom. How about that? Okay, so now he says, sorry I'm late, TS. Okay. All right. So you said it right. What did I say, Oliver? All right, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna take your orders in a second. Very, very quick second. Okay. So again, okay. All right. So again, this is the coconut chicken with the white rice and parsley and mint. Okay. Now I have never had parsley and mint on one dish. Oh, thank you, Oliver. All right, so I never had parsley and mint on a dish, but they did let us try a little bit in the back in the kitchen, and it is life changing. Okay, so I would recommend this. Okay. All right, so now our fourth and final option for this meal is a this is mashed cassava leaves. Hold on, bubblegum. Give me a minute. This is mashed cassava leaves with like kind of like a pico de gallo kind of sauce and some white rice. Okay, so let me make sure it doesn't fall off the plates. All right, there you go. Right here, right here. All right, so cassava is like you can use cassava for a lot, but you usually use it for fufu, which is a West African dish. I'm sure it's all over Africa, but it's popular in West Africa, like Nigeria. So this is definitely an African influence. Of course, it's where Madagascar. Okay, so, but this is a cassava leaves. Okay, so yeah. And I heard that it tastes like very spicy. Like the leaves taste very spicy and like a good like salt count to it. So this is definitely something. Okay. So campfires, let me know which one you would like. Would you like the sambos with which is like the triangle pockets full of meat? Would you like the coconut chicken with the rice? Would you like the beef and green stew? Or the mashed cassava leaf with the tomatoes and white rice? By the way, we're going to Madagascar, Vixen, if you didn't know. We're going to Madagascar. Okay? All right. Gabby says, I want to go to first class. Miranda says, how do I get to first class? See, I told y'all not listening. By the way, for those of you who want to be, and by the way, campfires, if we don't hear from you, we will have to give it to someone else. We will give your meal to someone else, but you stay in first class, okay? All right. Or I'm just going to assume that you're not on the plane and we have to probably give your spot to somebody. I don't know. I'll pick one. All right. So now, if you want to make it into first class, YouTube, you have a way of doing your thing to make sure that you get into first class. You already know it's like written out for you. On TikTok, if you want to make it into first class, you just send a hand heart, okay, or excuse me, a heart hand. I forgot which one it is. It's like either one. All right, and then you will automatically make it into first class, which means that your answers will be a priority, okay? All right, so even if you're the second or fourth person to answer, if you answer it correctly, you automatically get that point, all right? So, all right, thank you so much, R, for encouraging people to tap. Yes, go ahead and tap. Jay, you said I'll take the coconut chicken with the rice. Well, we haven't heard from campfires in a bit, but we are going to give it some time. I gotta take y'all refreshments and also y'all back and forth, okay? All right, so all I can say is that YouTube has some words for TikTok, and yeah, so y'all see how you want to respond. All right, now oh, bubblegum, you said a 30 cheese pizza. What are you saying? You're going to get one cheese pizza. We're not going to give you 30, okay? All right. But Cheryl, can we have one cheese pizza, please, for bubblegum? Oh, you said a 30. My bad. I thought you meant 30 pizzas. I was like, wow, that's a lot. Okay, so the seat number is A30, please, for the cheese pizza. Mm-hmm. Yes. Do you want Carter to send it over there? It's bubblegum. Do you want Carter to send it over? No? Okay. Bubblegum. Cheryl says she'll bring it over to you herself. Okay. All right. And who else? I think R said something. Or didn't you say you wanted? Oh yeah, you said you need a spicy water. Can we also have a spicy water for seat 13C or C13, please? Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so that's on their way. And what else are y'all saying? YouTube. You say you. Jay, I would love to tell YouTube that. But y'all gotta let me know if y'all want to continue the beef, because last game, Jay, I don't think you were here, but last game was insane. I mean, I think it was, I don't know who it was, but they were just going back and forth with YouTube, and YouTube was going at it, okay? All right. Okay, so getting my girl Cheryl to box the flops on YouTube. I can't. Okay. You said I'll be nice today. Okay, look at you saying thank you to Cheryl. Okay. Okay. So YouTube has requested that I say something to TikTok. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you pretty much doing what you need to do to make sure that you get the trash talk over to TikTok. Okay, so YouTube says they may be winning. What? How am I supposed to read that? Y'all gotta stop putting special like font on YouTube, because then it just creates those little squares with with question marks in there. Say it again. Okay, you said YouTube may be winning, but I bet they stink in real life. Okay, so pretty much, you know who said that? Rico. Rico said that even though TikTok is very good, having good trivia or do well at trivia, that YouTube thinks that you still stink in real life. Now, did you mean like literally or like metaphorically? Okay, literally. Okay. That is what they said. Now, for those of you who feel like you have the courage to go up against YouTube, because I can honestly say, that was the start of the beat. They were saying a lot worse, but you said Amy does not understand trash talk. What do you mean? You know what? I'm just trying to make sure I understand correctly, because I'm just trying to keep things game related. I don't want things to get too personal. Now, if y'all think that you are brave enough to respond to YouTube, you think that you have a better comeback, which many of you is silent. So, y'all may have lost that one. If you want to respond back to YouTube, though, you go ahead and I know that you already replied, but if you want me to tell YouTube what you said, okay, then you know what to do. Go ahead and put that gold boxing glove in the room, and that way I will read your comment back to YouTube. But if you're too scared, maybe you can't handle the heat that YouTube is bringing, we can move on. All right, but speaking of moving on, if any of you are interested in okay, all right, Jay, you got it. Gold boxing glove. Okay, you want me to tell them? Okay. Hold on. Is you want me to read the flop app one or the I think that was all you said. Yeah. Okay, so I'll read or if you want me to say that, then you know what to do, because that's two in one. So I'm only gonna read the one that Jay said unless you choose to give a golden boxing glove. All right, so YouTube, Jay has a message for you. Jay says YouTube is the flop app. We stay winning. Okay? So, there you go. Now, YouTube, if you have something to say, you say it now. I'll give y'all a chance to go back and forth. I'm dedicating a time after each game to relay the message, okay? All right, if I don't, then I know y'all gonna be mad at me. So, you said, is Miranda there? Yeah, Miranda's there. She has a point. Why? I like your comment. I mean, that would be a solid burn to YouTube, but you didn't allow me to say it first. So, why are you asking if Miranda's there? And you spelling Miranda's name wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay, YouTube, y'all have a response? Oh, all right. Gabby's getting personal again. Gabby, you just ripped the Band-Aid off. You don't even give them a point to lead up. You said I keep on getting filtered. Why? Maybe say it in a different way. Maybe just say whatever you want to say in a different way, okay? You said because bubblegum, that's a good one. If y'all want me to read Miranda or R's comment that was said, again, y'all know what to do with the golden block boxing glove, okay? Now, YouTube, if you have a rebuttal, if you have a response for TikTok, you go ahead and let me know, and y'all know the way to do it. Otherwise, I think, I don't know, maybe YouTube, maybe y'all afraid of each other. Ah, Jay, that's a pretty good one. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty good one. You want me to tell them that, or you want me to just, let that, marinate? Okay, let me know. Again, golden boxing glove. You have 2 insults, technically. So that is 2 boxing gloves if you want me to say it to YouTube. Okay? All right. You gave me 1, so you get 1, 2. Why did it block that? Okay. All right. So now, YouTube, I have not me. This is not me. You know I love both platforms. But I got something to say. Hello, he rises. I have something that Jay actually has something that they would like to say to you. He said, because you called them stinky, so they're going to respond to that. Jay says, the stink is coming from them, from y'all, and to get to washing, and to get on Indeed. Okay, so he's pretty much saying you ain't got no job and you stink. Okay, that's what he said, not me. And Jay says, get that W-2 sorted out before you come for me. That was a very detailed joke. I mean, all right. So Jay, you told them now. All right. So YouTube, I know y'all saying a lot. Y'all saying, ooh, that's why we going da-da-da-da-da. But none of y'all not brave enough to tell me, to give me permission to tell Jay or to tell R or to tell Bubblegum. Because Bubblegum's coming after Miranda. Y'all gonna let Bubblegum go after your own teammate? I mean, what's going on here? Vixen, that is considered an insult. So any trash talk, put it there. Ben, this is the platform to do both of your platforms. You can do it. Ooh. Okay. That may be true, Jay. I'm not sure. Because they just letting Miranda just go downhill. Miranda said, what did Bubblegum say about me? Well, she said something, but unless somebody wants... Now, YouTube, TikTok, my bad. Let me put some respect on the platform. There was an insult that Bubblegum made about Miranda. I don't know if y'all can see that. And if you want me to say it to Miranda, y'all know what to do. You said, I meant to do... Oh, okay, never mind. Bubblegum's scared. She doesn't want to smoke with y'all. Bubblegum doesn't want to smoke with y'all, so she retracted her comments. Okay, so I guess y'all are the ones after all. All right, now, YouTube, do you have any comments that you would like to say to TikTok before we move forward? Oliver, I don't get that one. Explain that to me, because I don't even know how to deliver that. You already know I'm bad at trash talk, so uh, okay, Gabby, you coming for the whole? Who are you include? You said he looks like blank, 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 blank. Who are you referring to? Because we got a lot of he's in the room. You oh. Jamie, I sell. This is not a that no. Jamie, I can help you travel and move abroad if that's what you're talking about. Anything else, you have to go to a different channel. Okay? But that was a slick one, though. That was a slick one. I know we got a couple of down bad people in here. That's okay. I'll let you cook. All right. Oh, you're talking about Oliver and Jay. Y'all remember Oliver. I noticed that YouTube remembers Oliver and Marlon. And now y'all bringing Jay into it. Well, Jay did, give them a second. They're sounding. Jay, I want to say that one so bad. I want to say that so bad. Anyway, YouTube has a response. YouTube said that Jay and Oliver both look like. How do you know that? Okay. I was gonna say fix that. Jay and Oliver probably look like King Julian and Mort from Madagascar movies. I can understand the King Julian, but not Mort. Not Mort. Yo, they say you look like cartoons from Madagascar. Oh my gosh. Y'all gonna let them just talk like that? I mean, one of y'all looks like Mort, so if it's not Jay, it might be. I don't. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. So we're gonna cut that there, okay? Because you'll go ahead and talk smack about each other, but we still have to move on to our second game, which is guess that word or phrase. And as you know, Oliver, that's a good one. That's a good one. If anybody wants that insult written, said to YouTube. Jay, I'm not gonna lie, you and Oliver are coming back with those like really awesome responses. Okay, so if y'all want them read, you know what to do. But I would suggest you wait until after our second game, which is guess that word. All right, so guess that word or phrase, as you know, is one of our games where I say a word or phrase to you in the country's official language, and you will have to tell me what they mean in English. Now, campfires never claimed their food. They never claimed their food. So I have to give it to the second one. And I don't think campfires is there at all. So, Oliver, you get that one, okay? Oliver, since you have 3 points and campfire had 4 points, you are now the person in first class, okay? Which means that your answers will be a priority over everyone else's. Those of you who do not think that's fair, you already know what to do by putting a hand heart in there, okay? So technically, Oliver, you won that round. You did your thing. Now, like I said, winning a game is awesome, right? Winning a global game show where we go to different countries is awesome, right? I know that y'all like it. You've expressed to me in the DMs and everything like that. But also, I suggest that not only do you win at these games, but win at life by taking a trip abroad. Okay, so again, as you know, we have Americans Abroad referral service, which will help you make your travel dreams and relocation dreams a reality. Okay, we help with passports, personal itineraries, connecting you to real estate agencies if you want to move abroad. We also help with document retrieval, notary services, everything like that. So if that is something that you are interested in, and this is not something that you should not do in your life, okay, traveling is very essential, okay? Studies show that you're healthier when you travel, all right? But if you want to get a move on that, go ahead and DM me or email me at americansabroad2@gmail.com. And you can also email me or DM me if you have a business or something that you would like to show off and everything like that. I definitely have no problem incorporating that because we are all here to come up together, okay? So whatever you need, you're starting off a business, you have a service that not a lot of people know about, I'll be more than happy to shout it out on the platform and display it, okay? We have different types of ways we can do that. All right, so again, you can go ahead and email me at americansabroad2@gmail.com or just DM me in, my channel here. All right, so now, you said at 8. What are you talking about? Campfires, you can't just show up. Bubblegum, I do see your comments. I see it. Yeah, campfires, pause. That was a break, hard break, okay? Break check, because that was interesting what you said, okay? I didn't get it until Oliver said pause. But campfires, you were here a little late, and there was a lot of time that went by that you didn't answer. So I have to replace Oliver. I have to put Oliver in that spot, okay? All right, so Oliver, you know the choices. You are allowed to pick one, okay? That's fine, campfires. It's all good. Next time, let me know that you got to go that way. Your spot is not taken, okay? But now, what? What are you saying, Bubblegum? Anyway, Oliver, go ahead and choose your first class meal. If we do not hear from you, then I'm going to have to give it back to campfires. Okay, it says feed our boxer Jay. Okay, so Jay, which one would you like? Again, we have the sambos, which is the filled triangles, the triangle pastries that are filled with beef. We also have the beef and green stew. We have the coconut chicken with rice topped with parsley and mint. And we also have the mashed cassava with cassava leaves, with white rice and a pico de gallo like sauce. Okay, you did say that. My bad, Jay. You said that over and over and over again. Okay, so I got you. Okay. All right. So, thank you so much for Oliver for handing over that plate. Now, Oliver, this still puts you in first class because Campfires was late or had to leave and didn't tell us, took a parachute without telling us. But Oliver, that means you are in our first class, okay? So that means that if you answer right, even if it's after someone else, your answers will still be put as a priority, okay? All right, so there's your coconut chicken with rice. And we have a little spoon. We got to get our fancy silverware here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the warmer. Okay, now I want to make sure I put a little F next to your name. That's how I know that you're in first class. Okay, now for those of you who want to get into first class or reclaim your spot, again, all you have to do is just send a hand heart and you're good to go. And your answers will also be made a priority. All right, so you said make sure Cheryl. Okay, I don't know if that's trash talk, but we'll revisit that, okay? All right. Hey, how are you? I see you on YouTube. Okay, so now we're going to go to game number two, okay? This is where we do guess that word or phrase. Again, I will say a word, you have to tell me what it means in English. As we know, one of the official languages of Madagascar is Malagasy. So we will be saying words in Malagasy since we already went to France and spoke French. Okay, so we're doing Malagasy. All right, and same as usual, one thing that did not change is the hints. If you would like to like a hint, go ahead and drop the gift in the room, and I would be more than happy to act it out, give you the first two letters of the English translation, or whatever else you need me to do, okay? All right, so now... All right, so now the first word or phrase, you have to tell me what this means in English. This is salama. Salama. What does salama mean? Salama. What does that mean in English? Yes. Okay, Jamie, you asked for a hint, or because we already... It's okay. It's okay. Now, this is an example. Jay, on my end, you answered before Oliver. However, Oliver is in first class, so I will be giving Oliver that point. Since Oliver is in first class, he is the priority right now. Not the entire game, but because he's a first class passenger, okay? All right, so Oliver, I'm going to be giving you that point, okay? He's hey, that's a good outlook. That's a good outlook. All right, so phrase or word number 2. Misautra. Misautra. What does that mean? Misautra. What does that mean? Misautra. Misautra. No, it does not mean good morning. You two, what do you think? No, it does not mean I'm leaving. It does not mean my sister. Misautra does not mean excuse me. Yes. Okay. I was going to say, I don't know what you typed in before, but yes, Jazzy Dan, it means thank you. Misautra. Misautra. Okay. That's it. Misautra means thank you in Malagasy. Okay. Misautra. Okay. All right, Jazzy Dan. Woo. Okay. Okay. Now, word or phrase number 3. Word or phrase number 3. It is azafadi. 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 What does that mean? Azafadi. Azafadi. What does that mean? Azafadi. It does not mean excuse me. No, it does not. What do y'all think it means? Azafadi. If you need a hint, you know what to do. Let me know. Jay, since you, not Jay, Jamie, since you gave a rose before, but the answer was already said, I'm going to be fair. Okay, so Jamie, if you would like that hint, you go ahead and let me know, and I'll give you a hint for this word, okay? Just to make sure it wasn't wasted. Okay? All right, but I'll give you like 5 seconds to ask for that hint. Goodbye. No, it does not. Does not mean bless you. Oliver, I like how you're creative with it. Because they won't let you say the word goodbye. I don't know why. That's not an offensive thing. Okay, but it does not mean goodbye. You said LOL have to be. I know. See, I admire your creativity. All right, so azafadi. What do you think that it means? It does not mean hello. We established that hello meant salama. It does not mean you're welcome. No, it does not. Again, this azafadi. Azafadi. I'm sorry. No, it does not mean I'm sorry. No. It does not mean good afternoon. No, it does not. Go ahead. DJ, just turn this up really quick. Yeah. Thank you. No, that's good. Thank you. Nope, it does not mean good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Nope. Nope, it does not mean where is the restroom. No. I'm telling you, I don't know how to explain this, but this is it sounds like the word kind of. No, I can't even say that. That's leading you in a different direction. How are you? No, it does not mean that. It does not mean food. I had some really good azafadi for lunch. It does not mean food. All right, YouTube, what you thinking? Azafadi. I mean, I don't get that. Azafadi, can I have chicken or some coconut chicken and rice? Maybe. I don't know. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you. Another plate for you. All right, y'all. Miranda got it. You said, Amy, be so happy when we're failing. Yeah, because that means we get to spend more time together. But you're not failing. You are progressing slowly, which is okay, because that's how it works. Okay, so Miranda, you are correct. Azafadi means please. Azafadi means please. Please. All right, if you did not say please in your answer, it is not correct. You said check the camera. You said what? I said that before her. You said check the cameras. I did not see you say the word please. No. Nope. I'm looking right at it. Nope. You said it didn't pop up. Well, I'm telling y'all, that's why I give y'all cheats on how to get to first class. Because, some TikTok be TikToking. So I'm trying to help y'all win at this. So anyway, all right. So the fourth one is veluma. Veluma. Yeah, but you didn't say please, Jay. You didn't say please. You just use it in a question. So veluma means, I'm going to give y'all a hint. Somebody guessed it before, but it was, thank you, Oliver. Yes. Oliver, you got that. You got it. Oops, hold on. All right, Oliver, you got it. It means goodbye. Okay? Goodbye. Veluma. And I know why you spelled it that way, because TikTok, for some reason, likes to filter that word. Didn't know saying goodbye was a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing. All right, now, word or phrase number 5. You said it's fine. Ooh, that's shade. That's shade. YouTube, they already throwing shade at y'all. Okay, they already throwing shade at y'all. So, and I know y'all trying to respond back to TikTok. So we're gonna have a section. One more question, and I'm gonna let y'all duke it out. All right, now, phrase or word number 5 is chiazuku. Chi-azuku. There you go. Chiazuku. Chiazuku. What does that mean? It does not mean excuse me. Gabby says it's something you say after you sneeze. No. No. Again, the word is chi. Chi, like chi as in Cherokee. That just confused everybody. Chiazuku. It does not mean how you doing. It does not mean what's up. Nope. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. YouTube has more players than TikTok. So I don't know. So now, chiazuku, what does that mean? Chiazuku. Sorry, I can't help but dance. Where's the restroom? No, it does not mean that. Nope. Chiazuku. If you need me to act it out, if you need a hint, you need to let me know, okay? So delicious. No, it does not mean so delicious. Chiazuku. Nice to meet you. Yum, this food is so chiazuku. No. No. All right, YouTube, what y'all thinking? What does chiazuku mean? Again, this is Malagasy. So what does chiazuku mean? Chiazuku. Good morning, Amy. Bubblegum, what you mean? You just mad? You need to be talking to YouTube like that. Now, anyway, it is chiazuku. He says, LOL, we're thinking. Okay. TikTok said that they're thinking, okay? So, YouTube, you do your thing. It's your time to shine. Wow. Jazzy Dan. Wow, Jazzy Dan. Oh my God, y'all. I have to write down what Jazzy Dan said because I don't know if that might get erased. Hold on, y'all, because Jazzy Dan you talking about roasting. Jazzy Dan is roasting y'all on TikTok, and I think that YouTube won that just because Dan said that. I know YouTube is going to erase that because honestly, okay. All right, so, no, it does not mean excuse me. It does not mean I'm hungry. Nope. Now, TikTok, YouTube, take this seriously. What does chi azuku mean? I have no idea what that means, Jay. If I gotta tell them that, I gotta know how to deliver it. I have to have some understanding. As you know, as Oliver said, I don't understand trash talk. Not to this degree, because this is social media. So y'all will never see each other's faces ever in your life. So y'all a little bit more bold with it. Ah, bet. Okay, now I got that. That was an intellectual insult, okay? We're not on like the 5th degree of thinking yet, okay? We are just mere humans, Jay. Okay, so Chiazuku. Come on now. Chiazuku, what does that mean? Okay, Didi, is that something that you're saying to me or is that your answer? Because you may or may not be correct. I just want to clarify. Oh, okay. Didi, you got that right then. All right, so everybody, Didi got it correct on YouTube. Chiazuku means I don't understand. All right, so Didi. Long time no see, by the way. Where were you at, girl? Okay, so this is like wow, there is this Chiazuku girl walking down the street. All right, so it means I don't understand. That is what Chiazuku means. And I'm going to tell you how to spell it. Chiazuku is T as in toy, SY, so TSY. Yeah, thank you. T as in Timothy, T as in, okay. So TSY space AZOKO. TSY space AZOKO for y'all who don't know. All right. Yes. Yes. There you go. See, look at y'all. You're already speaking Malagasy. Look at you. Little travelers, you. All right. So now, now before we get into our third game, I have to remind y'all to please keep your seatbelts in check. Please make sure if you have any baggage, place it in the overhead bins that you see behind me. Okay. And please make sure that if you have any refreshments, or if you need any refreshments, let me know what your seat number is, okay? Because listen, when you travel, you don't want to do it hangry, okay? You don't want to travel and be all hungry and just ruin the trip. What also can happen if you ruin your trip is if you don't plan it the right way. And like I said, if any of y'all planning to travel abroad, you know what to do by letting me know in the DMs. We got you, okay? You can email me by clicking the email button in my bio, or you can DM me and have messages. Those of you who I've already talked to, I will reply to you with those messages, okay? I know, I'm not gonna say who was, whatever, but most of y'all want to go to pretty much the same location, so we're gonna see how to make that work, okay? But listen, like I said, those of you who are planning to travel or relocate, you know what to do. Go ahead and email me at AmyRose@gmail.com, or DM this channel here, okay? All right. And you said Sayazuku. I always travel hangry. No. He said, y'all know she be sliding by. Oliver, listen. I'll maybe have to kick you out of first class. No, I'm playing. I'm not. No, but yeah, you are one of the people, because I did see your message and I gotta make sure I reply to that, okay? So yeah, as y'all know, I'm here to make sure your travel dreams become a reality. So yes. All right. Now, YouTube. Now, this is the point where y'all can start talking trash about each other if you want to, okay? Like I said, we'll do this after every mini game, okay? So, YouTube, I already saw what Jazzy Dan said, and I put it right here because, as suspected, YouTube has now put him on a little bit of a punishment. So I'm not sure if he'll be back with us. I will try to assist with the situation because it is just a friendly competition. All right. But for those of you who want this comment being read to TikTok, if you think that TikTok can handle it, y'all let me know. TikTok, if you have anything that you want to say to YouTube, please let me know, okay? Because listen, if we're going to play, I know there's going to be some trash talk. And I may decide which one wins the trash talking thing. You know, because so far I can say that YouTube's got it. Okay, YouTube is not playing with this comment. Okay, thank you, Miranda. Thank you, Gabby. Y'all both. Okay, only one of you had to show me that you wanted it to be sent to TikTok, but y'all really want it read that bad, okay? All right, so listen, this is what YouTube said about TikTok. This is what Jazzy Dan said. This is not what Amy Rose said or thinks, okay? Like I said, I love both platforms, okay? Now, Jazzy Dan, when I think it was Jay who told me that you guys were thinking of it, you guys, girls, everybody in between, were thinking about an answer. And I told everybody, I said, okay, TikTok is thinking, just give them a moment, okay? So Jazzy Dan said to me, or to TikTok, be patient. Thinking is a new and hard skill for them. So they calling you unintelligent. So Jazzy Dan says thinking is a new skill for you and it's hard, like calculus. So he didn't say like calculus. I just added that little sprinkle on there, you know, emphasize. So y'all just gonna take that TikTok? Because I rate that one about a good 9 out of 10 insults. Okay. Jay wants me to say a few words. All right. Jay says to YouTube, tell them that would hurt if they didn't ask Google AI to come up with that. Oh, so they're saying your insults are not even original. You got to ask a robot. Ooh, in your face, YouTube. I'm sorry. See, now y'all got me all energetic. Okay, so I'll give that one. Yeah, I'll give that a 9 out of 10 too. This is tough. All right, so YouTube, that's all you gotta say? YouTube, you just gonna let Jay talk to y'all like that? Hello, Thomas, how are you? We're just having a moment where we trash talk. Ooh, Jay, now I'm sorry, I have to make that a 9.5 out of 10. Okay, so if you want that comment written, you just let me know now, because it's getting intense now. Yo, what's up, Heart Hands? How you doing? You said get him. Well, I can't get him unless Jay gives me permission. All right, so what y'all think? You got any response to YouTube? By the way, for those of you who are coming in, this is the point of our game where the two platforms, I allow them to trash talk each other. If you have an insult for YouTube, you go ahead, or the people watching on YouTube, because they definitely have insults for you. Okay. I want to make sure everything is good. Okay, so YouTube definitely has insults for TikTok, and TikTok has insults for YouTube. If you want those written and said and all that stuff, then go ahead and put a golden boxing glove in the chat, and we'll definitely have that. You said, I'll let my first insult simmer. He said, no, it's fine. It probs exerting too much. I can't say that. I can't. Okay, all right. So YouTube, what y'all gotta say? Because TikTok has a lot of words for you. Okay, all right, Miranda. Okay. I don't know. I give that one like a 7 out of 10 because it's more realistic than insulting. Okay. Oh, Gabby, I'm sorry. That's another 9.5 out of 10. All right. Gabby, you want me to say that to TikTok? Okay. All right. So Gabby says that is why you talking about all the guys on TikTok here or just one particular? Because y'all got to be specific. Okay, all of them. Okay, so Gabby accused all the men here. Whatever you identify as or whatever. Gabby says that your hairline rubs off. So you ain't got a real hairline. You just take one, just lick your thumb and do like, and the fade just disintegrates. So she's accusing y'all not having a good hairline. Okay. Gabby, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. You said that's why all of their hairlines rub off. Okay. Okay. Hey. You said that. Okay. Rico says, I got something to say. Okay. Okay. Miranda, you also have something to say. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I gotta dedicate this moment. Ooh. Oliver. I don't know. If y'all want me to tell that to YouTube, you let me know. Because listen, I'm sorry, I'm not going to lie. Y'all have good insults, but they're not as many. So it's like y'all kind of seem a little scared of YouTube. I'm just going to put that out there. And if you are, it's okay. I understand. But, they at least, they all team up together. Okay? So I'm just saying. Okay, yeah, I guess you can say that. I guess so. Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, you two, what y'all saying? Ooh. All right, I'm gonna read this last one, and y'all let me know if y'all want to comment to this because this is a pretty interesting thing. All right, so not Gabby. I'm sorry. Hold on. Excuse me. Rico said, no, we don't have any more insults. My mom taught me not to argue with people with special needs. Okay. So they saying you are, I don't even know the TikTok appropriate word to say that, but they saying that y'all are unique. You have a unique mentality, the intellectually challenged. That's what they're saying. I give that a 9.5 out of 10. Okay. See, Oliver, you can't be saying all these insults and then being too scared to let me tell them to TikTok, to YouTube. Because it does, see, that's what I'm talking about. It looks like you're scared. Jay, if you allow me to read Oliver's insults too, that would be even better too. But like I said, Oliver's, I don't know. Marlon, what's up? Marlon, we were looking for you because TikTok and YouTube are going at it. So if you have anything that you want to share or you want to say to YouTube, you go ahead and I saw you, Jay. I got you. Hold on. Marlon, if you have anything that you want to say to YouTube, because YouTube is talking about people's hairlines are rubbing off, people talking about how y'all intellectually challenged. They going in, okay? So you let me know if you want to defend your team, all you got to do is just put the golden boxing glove in there, okay? All right, so, oh no. Okay. So, now, Jay, you sent a glove. So I can only read one insult. I'm gonna read yours, okay? If you want me to read Oliver's as well, you go ahead and do those other two. But yours says, good thing they don't get paid for being pretty or witty. They'd go broke. Oh, wow. So they're saying you don't even have entertainment skills. They're going for your looks, YouTube. You just gonna let them take it? You just gonna sit there and let them take it? I mean, okay. All right, so Jay, what did you just hold on. I'm so confused. Okay, never mind. Okay, you said I sent a glove. I got you. I see you. Okay, so okay, I guess Marlon is quiet too. Marlon's a little scared too. That's okay. But I'm gonna tell you, last game, Marlon was going crazy at them, and I can honestly say Marlon won that. Okay, so shout out to you, Marlon, if you are not afraid to, join back in. All right, so now YouTube doesn't really have much to say, so I guess we will move on to our last game, which is not guess that word or phrase, but guess that picture. Now, as per tradition, we will be picking the colors that we are using today, okay? All right, so there we go. We got it right here. So we have blue, black. All right, bye, Jay. Or red. Blue, black, or red. Which one are we going to do for guess that picture? Which one? Now remember that we are going to draw a little bit of the picture. If you get it right, then you get the points. Okay? All right. Oh, and by the way, Oliver, when you're ready, let me know what your second first class meal is, okay? Since you remain in first class, and remember, because you're in first class, you are your answer is the priority, even if you answer after someone, okay? All right, so which colors are we choosing? Blue, black, or red? Which one are we choosing for today, y'all? Which one we got? And by the way, I have to tell you something about the art, okay? I got to tell you something very, very important. All right, you want to do two blues? How? You're one person. How can you vote for blue twice? Okay, you said my husband likes blue too, and he's watching. Okay. Well, you still count as one person because you're watching on one account. So if he wants his vote to count, he's got to jump on his own channel and vote. Okay, so blue. All right. Rico says do red. Okay. Gabby says do red. Jazzy Dan, you're back. Okay. Hopefully, I didn't do that. That was YouTube that got mad at you, okay? But we're doing guess that drawing. So which one do you want to do? It's blue, black, or red. Which one do you vote for? So we have 2 for red, 1 for blue. Dee Dee says black. Okay. TikTok, what y'all think? Y'all answers are important too. Which one? I'm going to give y'all 5 seconds. We can do blue. Okay. We got it, blue. All right. Now, speaking of blue, I know many of you who are planning to travel will definitely feel blue if you're not able to make that a reality. So if those of you who would like to travel, go ahead and DM me in in my messages, and we will set you up with your own customized travel plan, okay? This includes itineraries, passports, document retrieval, everything like that. And if you want to make your vacation more permanent, we can also help you relocate to a new country if that's what you want to do, okay? And for those of you who have a business or a product that you want me to talk about, please let me know by just, DMing me, and then we can make sure that it is shouted out on the platform, okay? It can be a video. It can be during a live. It can be a story. a TikTok story, whatever you want. Okay, so just let me know in the DMs and we can get that started for you. Okay, so now we are going to go with blue today. All right, now I spoke to my art teacher, sent him the pictures from the last time. Y'all kept telling me that the pictures look really nice last episode and that they looked improved. But my art teacher called me on a collect call and was so upset. And he said that he felt like his time was wasted by trying to teach me art because he said my pictures were so bad. He said, "What happened? You sent me all these good drawings before and now they're bad." So I did a little bit. I went back to my art textbooks. I studied, and now I promise you your pictures will look better than they did last episode, okay? All right, so again, for those of you on board, this is the Global Game Show. We are now at the section of Guess That Picture, and I will be drawing 5 animals from the country of Madagascar, since this is the country that we're doing today, all right? So I'm going to be drawing it. If you know... You said, "Oh no." I mean, great. You know what, Oliver? Whatever. If if you know what I'm drawing, the first person to give me the correct answer will end up on the leaderboard. Okay. Now, if you're on YouTube, you'll end up here. If you're watching from YouTube, you end up here. If you're on TikTok, you end up here. Okay. All right. So let's get it started. Again, this is the 5 common animals that are found in Madagascar. If you do not know, Madagascar is an African island, an African island country located in the Indian Ocean. Okay, so we're not talking about the movie. Okay, all right, so, all right, this one, we're going to start off easy. This one's an easy one. You said it's a bear. I didn't even draw it yet. Hold on. Okay. There you go. What's up, Marlon? How you doing? We are at Guess That Drawing. Hey, what's up? What's up? By the way, Marlon, you missed it. Marlon, everybody tell Marlon that Marlon missed it because we needed you a little bit earlier. Very important. Do you even know what you missed, Marlon? It is not a fox. It is not a cat. Yup. Yes. Gabby said, "Oh, Marlon's back. Let me cook." Okay. All right. He said, "My bad. I was into." Okay, Marlon. Marlon, I just had dinner. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. I'm kidding with you. But Marlon, you missed it. Okay. YouTube. Jay was in TikTok holding it down. Okay. Now listen, with the insults, because they was going back and forth. Okay. And I can honestly say, without you, I think YouTube kind of almost won that. So anyway, but I'm sure, you'll have another chance. And Gabby's already throwing out other insults instead of answering my question. It is not a cat. It is not a tenrec. I don't know what that is. When was this travesty? Literally throughout the entire game. Throughout the entire game, they were going back and forth. Oliver can vouch for us, for me. Okay, it was intense. Okay, but Jay handled it, but Jay left now, so our only line of defense is you or Oliver if he's brave enough. It's a small loss, but we will redeem ourselves. Okay, all right. Yes, thank you, AMP. Thank you, AMP. It is a lemur, okay? So let me draw a good lemur this time, okay? Okay. You said I figured that out on my own. You did, AMP, and you're awesome. You're awesome for that, okay? And I didn't even draw the full picture, so you got that right. Okay. Hold on. This is better. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so here is your lemur, okay? There is your lemur. There is your lemur right there, y'all. There is your lemur. Okay? I'm not trying to lick nobody. I mean, look, Oliver, whatever you're into, that's your business. It's 2026, okay? So it's okay. Okay, Marlon, you said, what's a lemur? A lemur is like, if you've ever seen the Madagascar movie, King Julian, that's a lemur. A lemur is like a small animal, very thin, and it has like really big eyes and like very long fingers. Okay? They have like long fingers too. Marlon, the reason why I made that face is because your insult is pretty good. And Gabby already cooked you though, honestly, before you said that, because you took a little long. But Gabby, do you want me to read what you said? Okay. Well, you want me to read it, Gabby, or are you scared? Because Marlon definitely has a response. You said you've been planning this out for days. I already know. You know what? I did a test drawing earlier, and I did practice this. And I'm glad that you see the dedication in my art. So thank you so much, Marlon. Thank you. Thank you. You said, wait. What you mean, Oliver? Why I gotta wait? What happened? All right, Gabby, you allowing me to say it? Now, I don't know if that's an insult, but I'm going to say it anyway. Marlon, I don't know if you see it right there, but if you want to have your insult being read to YouTube, that's why it says platform beef, okay? Golden punching glove is where, because it's like beef, So you put that in there, I'll read your insult. But Gabby, you definitely paid to play, so I will say your insult to Marlon, okay? Now, Marlon, is this specifically to Okay, yeah, it is. You have his name in all caps. You spelled it wrong, but I'll say it anyway. Gabby says that I don't even know how this is gonna come out. Gabby says that you have a scratch and sniff beard. I don't know what that means, but it seemed like an insult. Like, what does it mean? Because I'm gonna give that like a 6 out of 10. Okay, I'm just gonna write here 6 out of 10. Okay. So yeah, Marlon, Gabby says you have a scratch and sniff beard. Not sure. I don't even know. The crazy part is that I see your profile picture. She doesn't. I don't even know how she figured out that you have facial hair. Gabby, I know you be stalking. I know that you're secretly on TikTok too, because your insults are too personal. Yeah, you said Amy not getting the reference is hilarious. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I'm used to scratch and sniff stickers, so I'm thinking, oh, is it grape? Is it blueberry? Like, I don't see how that's an insult. I'm just saying, is it me? Anyway, this is a lemur, okay? It's just you talking to... I don't know what you mean, Marlon. You said, is it blueberry? Oliver, why are you asking about another dude's beard? I mean, look, it's none of my business. None of my business. Okay? Okay, so Gabby says, I'm trying to say that, okay, thank you for explaining it to me instead of laughing at me like Oliver is. Okay, so TikTok, y'all got anything to say about that? You said I repeated you. Oh, is it blueberry? Yeah. Oh, my bad, Oliver. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to throw shade at you. Okay, so Marlon, you want me to read the previous insult, or do you have a new one that you want me to say? The previous one, because it was pretty good, honestly. I'm not trying to roast you, Oliver. I promise. The previous one. Okay, I got you. All right, so Gabby, Marlon has some words to say about you, Gabby. Gabby says that this picture looks like you when you finally put on makeup. Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I think this art, it looks great, but I do understand what lemurs look like in real life. So I'm gonna have to give Marlon's insult a good 8 out of 10. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? Okay. Oliver said put him up, and Oliver's ready to fence. Okay. All right. So now YouTube, y'all. Miranda says, hold on, I got something to say. In parentheses, actually, this is an insult that my husband gave me. Okay, sure. But I want to see it. Doesn't matter if you got it from the sky. I just want to know. Okay. All right, Rico, you're going at it, but it's not really an insult. Gabby's feeling really good. You said, Amy, hush. What you mean? Bubblegum, you hush. Because I know that's your feet back there smelling like corn chips. I told you to keep your shoes on, friend. Please. Cheryl's eyes are watering, and you said you're going to be nice to her. Okay? Anyway, while y'all thinking about another insult, I'm going to go ahead and draw another picture. What, Marley? What happened? Y'all know that bubblegum. You said get her bubblegum. What you mean? Let me put down these feet. Oh, my bad, bubblegum. It was actually Marlon who had his feet out. My bad, bubblegum. Either way, it smells like a Lay's factory in here, okay? And not the ones from Hawaii, okay? Okay. I guarantee y'all that you're not going to get this one, even if I draw this quote unquote nice for you. But I'm going to do it anyway. All right, we gotta color this in. I don't know if I can say that. Find a better way for me to say that, and then I'll say it to them. Okay? I don't want you to like do the perk if you can't, if I can't say it, okay? All right, so. This is your first, oh, wait, sorry. All right, this is this is the first hint. Now keep. It's not a food, y'all. I said this is an animal. It's an animal. It's an animal, y'all. It's an animal. Yes, look at you, AMP. I didn't think anybody was gonna get that. It's a fossa. So a fossa is a wild animal. It's a mixture between a cat and a dog. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it has the face of a cougar, according to my notes, and the body, the figure of a dog. Okay, so it's got a body on it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna draw this to the best of my ability. I'm telling y'all, I love drawing animals, and you're gonna see by this example here. Okay, my art teacher's gonna love this. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is real art right here. I'm so sorry I let y'all down last week. This is real art right here. Mm-hmm. There you go. AMP, you live in Madagascar? Okay. I can't even argue with that. Because I don't know. I don't know where any of you live. Prove to me that you didn't make it up first. What you mean? It's a real animal. Fossa is a real animal. This is what it looks like. See, AMP will agree with me. Doesn't this look like a fossa? I've never seen one in person, but I've seen pictures. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think about this? I mean, I know y'all speechless, but you know, I need some feedback. Remember, I gotta let my professor know what y'all think. All right, YouTube, what are we saying here? Since Fossa's got their tongue on TikTok, what y'all think? Thank you, Oliver. I think you're wrong, but thank you. Oh, why y'all always going after Marlon and Oliver? Like y'all, well, maybe those are the main people that I talk about on the channel, on the flight here. Why y'all saying that? Oh, Miranda, not you. Okay, now Miranda just. All I'm gonna say is that Jazzy Dan and Rico made insults towards Oliver and Marlon, and Miranda made insults towards Bubblegum. Do you want me to say it? I'll say both of them if you want me to. Okay, you said that Miranda's will hit harder. Okay, all right. So y'all want, all right, Miranda, you want it to be said, you let me know. She said, why is the tagline say hee trash talk is fun? Thank you for that, but okay. All right, so this is towards bubblegum specifically. Miranda says that this animal is badly built like bubblegum. Okay, so y'all gonna listen. TikTok is one team. Y'all gonna let Miranda say that about your teammate? That bubblegum's badly built? That ain't an insult, Marlon. Oh, that's an insult. Oh wow. Okay. YouTube, for that insult about bubblegum, I'll give you a 7 out of 10. Okay, okay. Marlon says, okay. So first, Marlon says that to Miranda, this is to you specifically, Miranda. I know where Miranda lives. Second insult, the Albanian Zoo, which we do have a zoo over here. So they pretty much calling you a zoo animal, Miranda. The rest of you on YouTube, y'all gonna let Marlon say that? Y'all gonna let Marlon say that about Miranda? Now, Miranda, please, because I know how couples are protective over each other. Please tell your husband that this is all trash talk for a joke. It's a game, okay? So don't. Please make sure it doesn't escalate, okay? We're here to have fun. All right, so. Ooh. Marlon, you want me to say that too in detail? Oh, okay. So you want me to say that to Gabby? You let me know, okay? You let me know. All right. Once I see them boxing gloves, I will say it. But I know some of y'all are a little afraid of Gabby, so you know. Okay, Marlon's not afraid of Gabby. Okay. All right. So Gabby, Marlon has a few choice words for you. Gabby, Marlon says, I know where Gabby lives. Next door to the aquarium. Half. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, Marlon, I gotta give you a 10 out of 10 for that. Oh my god. Okay. Marlon, I'm sorry, Gabby. Gabby, you know I appreciate you as a player, but if something's funny, I gotta say it. All right, so Marlon says to you, Gabby, that he knows where you live. I was trying to say it without laughing. Next door. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay. Next door to the aquarium. Oh god. Okay. Half eel. I can't do this. I'm so sorry. Okay. Half eel, half merman. Ooh, you got me sweating in here. Oh. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, that was something else. Oh, Gabby, please don't get mad that I'm laughing because it is all good. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to get my phone charger because this phone is about to die. Hold on. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. We gotta plug up some extra equipment on the plane. Oh my god. I didn't expect to be on this flight with y'all for so long. Okay. 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 Oh my god, my head. Oh boy. Okay. So, that was a 10 out of 10, our first 10 out of 10 insult today. Ooh. Wow. Remind me to never get on Marlon's bad side, because that, I don't know. Gabby, you still there, or did you quit on us? Because I would understand if you did. That was a heavy one. That was a heavy one. All right. Oh boy. Gabby or anybody else, y'all got anything to say? Back to Marlon on TikTok, because that was so funny. I'm sweating in my flight uniform right now because this is anyway, we're gonna take a beat and we're going to go ahead and draw our third drawing. Okay, we have 5 to go. Well, 3 more to go. Okay, 2 more to go. I'm sorry, but this is our third one now out of 5. Okay. Okay. Here is your third picture. Here is the hint. What do you think that I'm drawing? I like Malagasy music. Okay. Okay. You said someone with a bad eye. Oliver. Oliver. I wasn't. You're right. AMP. I'm gonna give you that point. All right. We're gonna give you that point. That was funny, Oliver. That was a funny one. But I'm sorry, the answer is yes, Dan is here too. Yes, Dan is here. You know what? Dan is actually here, yes, to answer your question. So okay, so this is a chameleon. It's got the tongue that just like, I can't do that noise on there because I'll get some really weird messages. But you know, all right, Dan, they starting to come for you, so I hope you have good insults ready because Dan, TikTok is not playing. So anyway, this is a chameleon. Okay, there you go. This is a chameleon. All right. Right? This did I get it right? Did I get it right? I think so. AMP, did I disappoint? Hopefully I didn't. All right, so this is a chameleon, okay? Chameleons are very interesting. Never seen one in real life, but they are known in Madagascar. Matter of fact, if y'all didn't know, 90% of the animals in Madagascar are only seen in Madagascar. Like you won't see them in like China or other parts of Africa or things like that. So I think that's pretty interesting. All right, so now we have. You said I did. You said I dated. Marlon said I dated a few chameleons. You right. Okay, we have a fourth drawing, okay? All right, this, I'm gonna have to do like this. Hold on. Okay. AMP, how did you not? I didn't even finish yet. I didn't even finish the drawing. But yes, it is. Is it I or AA? Or Aye? How do I pronounce that? Because I was getting plenty different answers on, like, this. You said we can see what you're drawing. What you mean you can see what I'm drawing? Oh, I. Okay. I'm still going to finish the drawing anyway, okay? Can't discourage me. Okay, I have to draw like a small version of this. Okay, so this is an I. Okay, it's on a tree. You said in the reflection. What you mean in the reflection? You can? Okay. All right, I believe you. So this is an I, okay? An I. If you really want to know, okay, according to the research, I don't know how accurate this is, but an I is similar to like Mort from Madagascar, except they have creepier pupils. And that wouldn't have been good for a kid's show, but it's like Mort from Madagascar. Okay? So there you go. All right, now we have one more. I'm going to draw it this way so y'all can't see the reflection. Wait. I'm going to draw it like right here so you can't see the reflection. Who is that? Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Who is that for, Dan? Who's that insult for? Because I'll read it, but you just got to specify who it's for. And explain it, because I don't know what you mean. Okay, for Marlon. Okay. Can you explain the insult so I can explain it just in case we don't understand it? We, meaning me, because I don't understand it. Okay. So I'm going to give you the explanation before the insult. This insult is in response to Marlon saying that he dated chameleons, a couple of chameleons, or whatever. What was the comment? Let me read it specific. I dated a few chameleons. You're right. So this is a response to that. Dan says, I thought dogs don't intermingle with other species. Okay. So he's calling you an animal on four legs. Because you say you didn't, I'm telling you right now, that went over my head, but I'm sure that Oliver and everybody else beside me will understand what I'm saying. So, okay. So if Marlon wants to defend himself, there you go. If not, we can move on to our very last drawing. Okay? All right. So I'm going to draw it over here. So I don't want AMP looking at me. Oh. Hi, Brad Bates. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Wow, Marlon. That's a 9 out of 10. Okay? I'm going to score that as a 9 out of 10. Now, if you want that to be said back to... Okay. You have 3 more insults, or you want me to really say it? Okay. Okay. How did you know, AMP? How did you know? You said lay it down. Okay. All right. You know what, AMP? I just feel like this is not fair. Because I tried so hard to hide it from you. Dang it. Okay, so anyway, Dan, Marlon has a response to you, and Marlon says to your response about dogs intermingling with other species, Marlon says normally not, but your mom was ovulating. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That I am not showing favoritism. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, Dan, you got a response to that? Dan said, it's cool. I got something. Okay. Marlon, Dan has a response to that. You said you did your best. I'm going to hide it again so that you don't see it because I'm not finished. I may change. You know what? Never mind. You already know it's supposed to be a green-tailed gecko, okay? Okay. Dan, I'm still waiting your response. Don't worry. I'm just drawing this. Okay, I'm going to read this, Dan, but I'm going to let you know I have no idea what this insult is supposed to mean, okay? So Dan says, Dan you want me to say it? Dan says that this is for Miranda. Okay. Yeah, because I think Miranda was it was really harsh. Okay. But it's funny though, but it was a little harsh. And Gabby too. That merman one was crazy. Okay, so Dan says to you, Marlon, apparently everybody in Marlon's family is ovulating. That's why his parents are brother and sister. Okay. So he's saying you got the hills have eyes situation going on. He's saying you got an Uncle Grandpa. Ooh. That's all. Okay. But anyway, this is the green leaf thing that AMP just guessed out of nowhere. Okay. So, yeah, Marlon, apparently Dan is telling everybody that your parents are related. Okay. Not me. I didn't say it. That was Dan. Dan was the man that said it. Okay? Dan, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I have to give that a 9 out of 10. I'm taking these averages after I write them. That's why y'all see a blue mark on the board. All right, so now, if no one has a response to that, then good job, I guess. You know, now I get it. Now I get it. We're gonna go ahead and calculate the scores. Marlon, I'm sorry. Can you explain that? Because I have no idea what that means. Oh, okay. Wait, with her? Oh, okay. I got you. Now, is it, excuse me, my voice, are you saying you're trying to combine, are you replacing the SR, that phrase, with grizzly? Or are you doing SR and grizzly? Because I could do both. Personally, if I were to insult Dan, I would have chose the second one. I would have just stayed with grizzly. But okay. I see. Okay, so you want me to say that to Dan? All right, I'll say it to Dan if you want me to, and then after that we will calculate our points, and that'll be the end of our friendly gaming trash talk. All right, but if you don't want to, it's totally fine. Okay? All right, so, okay. Now, Marlon, I don't see that you want that response written or said, so don't worry, no worries about it. We're going to go ahead and calculate the final score. Okay, so if you are on YouTube, we're going to start with you first. We're going to take your individual points and then add up all the points that everybody on YouTube got, okay? So, Rico, you have 1 point. Miranda, you have 2 points. Jazzy Dan, you have 1 point. And Dee Dee, you have 1 point. So together you have 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yeah. 5 in total. Okay. Good job, YouTube. You're doing your thing. All right. Now, for TikTok, AMP, our friend from Madagascar, you have 4 points. Oliver, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And Campfires, you have 4 points. I haven't heard from you, so I don't think that you're here anymore. If you are here, let me know, and we'll do a tiebreaker between you and AMP. If not, we have to crown someone else the winner. All right? So, now, together, TikTok as a platform has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points. All right, so the winning platform for today is TikTok. Now, that is the winner of the platform, but we are now talking about the winner of the game. The winner of the game is Oliver. Congratulations, Oliver. You have won the game with 5 points. Okay, that was the you got most points out of everybody, so congratulations to you. All right. Now, what was I going to say? Okay, so remember, we're going to put yes, you did win, Oliver. Good job. Congratulations. So now remember, I am going to put everyone's score on the TikTok story. All right. On TikTok story. All right. So, that means Rico, Miranda, Jazzy Dan, Dee Dee, Campfires, Oliver, AMP, all of your scores will be posted on TikTok for people to see, for you to screenshot and show your friends, because this was not an easy one, okay? But you did it for the Global Game Show Madagascar episode, okay? You did it. But you know what else you can do for yourself? You can also treat yourself, not only to having this fun trivia, but also planning a vacation for yourself, okay? Like I said, I see it all the time, even with other content creators. Traveling it helps you out with your health, your stress, everything like that, and just gives you a better quality of life. So if that is something that you're looking to do this summer, all you have to do is just DM me and we can make sure that we customize a personal plan for you. If you're planning to relocate in general, wherever you're planning to relocate to, you let me know. And again, we can help you out with notary, document retrievals, everything that you need. Okay. So now, you said wasn't an easy. See, I can't read that, Marlon. I'm not gonna read that. Okay. All right, but Oliver does have something nice to say to you too. Okay, I don't take it as an insult, but I mean, I will read that, Marlon, if you want to. You did have two good insults that I would love to share with YouTube, but I understand that some of y'all are a little scared of Gabby and Dan. Okay, I understand. It's okay. But Oliver did say something very, very nice. Even with all the trash talk, I think that what Oliver said was very nice. Oliver did say good try. And you know what? Even though Oliver's the winner, Oliver didn't have to say that, but he did. So good try, YouTube. Y'all did amazing. Y'all were a collective unit, and you did the best that you could. Hopefully, we see that same energy on Friday, the 22nd of May at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. You said tell YouTube. Okay. Marlon also said, GG, good game. You did well, everything like that. All right. Now, listen. And hey, look, we got a nice comment from Marlon before GTA 6 came out. So that's something new. Now, I do want to say for y'all, if those of you, because listen, don't call me a stalker, but I see some of y'all pages and those of you who like to comment and stuff like that. And a lot of y'all do really good. Like y'all have your own businesses. You have your own, you said Amy knows ball. Yeah, I used to, we're not going to go into that. That was the old me. Okay, we're not going to go into that. Okay, but that was the old me. Okay, now, plus I'm 5'4", so you already know what position I played on the court. Now, so, as I said, I look at some of y'all pages and I do see that a lot of you have a lot of good things going on for you. Y'all have like clothing brands. You offer like not Meals on Wheels, but like sort of cooking services, digital marketing, all of that stuff. And that should be shown to the world, okay? So if you want more exposure, feel free to DM me if you want me to talk about your product or your brand. Some of you are musicians that you may have a SoundCloud or something like that you want people to see. Some of you are tattoo artists, whatever you would like, whatever your brand is or your services or your talent is, please let me know and I will definitely give that shout out here. DM me because that is business, so that's different from a regular shout out if it was your birthday. Okay, so definitely don't be afraid to let me know because I would love to have everybody see your gifts, your talents, and your services, okay? So again, DM me or email me at americansabroad2@gmail.com. Now, give me a couple of minutes to go ahead and you say you're great, Amy. Thank you so much, Marlon. You're great too. Everybody's great here. I love the energy. I love that when we do our trash talk, it's all light, it's all fun. Nobody take this seriously, y'all, because listen, we're all here to play a game, and at the end of the day, this is all love between all of us, okay? All right, now, give me a few minutes to go ahead and post these scores on our TikTok story. And then what I will do is set up the new event, if it's not already up, for Friday so that y'all can stay on top of our events, okay? Friday is going to be a new country, but of course, if you have any country requests, I've gotten 3 new country requests so far, including, oh no, I can't tell you. But I have a new country, 3 new country requests, so they have been added to the list. If you have any countries that you would like me to talk about or to play trivia with y'all, please let me know, okay? Because this is everybody's game. Y'all make the game. I just host it and keep the vibes going. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Amy from Amy Rose Abroad. And again, congratulations to TikTok for winning that platform. Okay, so I will see you on May 22nd. 2026 at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a good rest of your day. All right, bye, y'all. Bye. Hey, what you all? Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Bye, y'all. Okay, y'all, we did it. Y'all did amazing as always. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post this on a TikTok live, on a TikTok story. Okay, and I can't wait to see y'all in 2 days where we go to a new country, y'all. Have a good night. It was so nice chatting with y'all and good game as always. Now it's time for my break. We've been flying for 16 hours. Bye.